Alright. So you'll never guess what I named this stream.
Outward and onward.
No. So clever. All hail, it's Hail, Lord of Chickens. All hail. Does that tickle your fancy?
I thought you said it wouldn't catch on. Here you are, 2 days in a row.
Did I say it yesterday? I didn't think I said it yesterday. I didn't say it yesterday. I said it the day before.
Oh, whatever. 2 for 3. 66%. I'm good with that.
66%. What? I didn't. I only have one controller. I don't even know where it is. My wife wants me to buy her Guitar Hero. I'm not saying it's not fun.
Your testing will be fun for about a day and a half, and then she'll get sick of it because she'll play every song and.
Yep, that's what I tell her all the time. She never listens to me. You're gonna beat every single song in that game, and then you're gonna be sick of it in 2 days. Yeah, you will. Bet.
And that's why I've stopped buying.
How much you willing to
games.
bet? Because that's exactly why he stopped buying sports games, and that's exactly why I stopped buying Guitar Hero. Because there's only about maybe 30 songs on it. You got 5 per playlist. Each playlist has 5 songs, and each one is on a different stage, and there's only 6 stages. With the 6th stage being the hardest songs in the game. Hey, you also play on easy, too. You've never played expert in your life. I'm about to say, there's no way you can do it. Alright, my game's over, by the way.
Okay.
But not, man. This drink's really good.
What'd you say it was?
Called Pale Ale. By Sierra Nevada.
Yep. I've heard of it.
I mean, pretty strong. It's got a strong flavor, but no. Typical beers being usually really shitty with taste. This one's not that bad, actually. Pretty good. It's got a strong weedy flavor.
So one of the guys I work with had never tried Bud Light.
Ever?
Never had Bud Light. He strictly,
I hate Bud Light.
He strictly drank Guinness. At the holiday party we had tried one.
Guinness Stout?
Oh, we had those, and he's like, I'll try a Bud Light. I was like, are you sure? I was like, it's like a normal, it's basically what PBR used to be for us when we were growing up. It's the cheap beer that high schoolers can afford to buy, or have someone buy for them.
Yep. Here's 15 bucks, buy me a 24 pack.
I was like, it's nothing special. It's like, if I ever had a beer, I would just literally call it, it's nothing special.
Yep, 100%.
Like, if I named a beer...
City of Berg in the America Forest. It is time to start the Whispering Bones. This is where I'm gonna get the Soul Lantern. But we have to 100% it.
I'm glad to see you.
There you are. I was
That's
hoping you'd
good.
return soon. It's been a great help to us, Teresa. I had a feeling I'd be making you this
I
offer.
need you to join the Cryptea.
I'm going to come right out with it. I need you to join the Cryptea. Wait, Cryptea actually exists? Wait, you're the leader of the Cryptea. That explains a lot.
Impossible.
I hope there is no barbed meaning behind those words. We do what we do for the good of the collective. Oliver Rye.
Here's what you need to know.
I'm sure that even if you heard of us, you'll have misconceptions about who we are and what we do. the collective was first formed, some of us wanted to ensure that detailed records were kept of everything we did, more than simple paper could cover.
This collection of memories is the heart and soul of the collective. It's how we have governed our people for centuries. One of our members betrayed us.
She became a lich by devouring the memories of her ancestors, by anchoring her life to each of her descendants. She became immortal. You may know her as the Scarlet Lady, the lich that supposedly fled to the Scarlet Moon? Everyone's heard about her.
She is no fairy tale.
If the Scarlet Lady were to gain control over the ancestral memories, it would be the end of the collective. She could use them to guide our decisions as she pleased, or unleash a horde of undead on America, or worse. What's worse than a whole legion of undead? Tony, any ideas?
Yeah, I got nothing
Worse
on
than
that.
I was about to say, what could possibly be worse than a whole
We
legion of
oppose the
undead?
Scarlet Lady's efforts to control the collective.
Yeah, that could be pretty bad. We oppose the Scarlet Lady's efforts to control the collective. We consult the ancestral memories regularly to find her potential descendants and deal with them. You mean that you kill them? And you want me to join
The
why
Scarlet
exactly?
Lady is moving against us.
But most of our members are tied up with the moon, and I cannot reach out to them for help. All I have are Gabriella and Julius right now. I need new members. Members, you say? Sounds like you have more than just
Yes.
me in mind.
I have already asked
I've already-
Roland.
He has agreed. As long as he remains in Krypteia, I will make his blood price payments for him. He did not refuse. No, I don't see how he could. He lacks any way to pay the blood price on his own. I know how to use my assets, Tracer. Roland feels he has nothing to lose. I would be a fool not to
The
let this
collective
happen.
depends on us.
I know this is sudden and that you might have doubts. I won't force you to remain with us afterwards, as long as you keep our secret, but I desperately need help. The collective depends on us. And I'll help, but only if help. I'm not committing that. I'm not committing to more. Protecting the people from an undead lich? I accept! I knew my faith was not misplaced. I hope you continue to
Here's
prove
what I need you to
helpful
do.
us. I've already sent Roland to the Complex Mountain in Chersonese to open himself to Nada. I'm honestly worried if he'll be able to handle the journey. I need you to meet him inside there and keep him safe, until he can open up his magical potential. If you haven't already unlocked the power of mana within you, now is a good time to do so. If you choose to remain a member of the Krypteia, gaining the power of magic will make communing with the ancestral memories much easier.
Once you've finished, report to Gabriella.
Report to Gabriella, and she will direct your efforts to counter this crisis. Do whatever she asks of you. Alright. You need to go to Chersonese. Alright, I move so slow now. Yeah. This thing weighs 13 pounds. Holy shit. No. I'll ask you this question, because I want you'll give me an honest answer. Which bag looks better? This one? Or this one?
When you usually wear, I feel like the spikes
One
coming out
better?
the back kind of throws off. Like if they were black, it'd be a different story. It throws off everything else.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Flashes with our,
That are red and black.
yeah.
I mean, the green and white kind of clashes with it, but there's electricity coming out of it. And that's kind of cool.
I mean, it kind of. See, at least this, it kind of blends in better. gives your whole outfit like a glowing green, kind of like amulet or amulet on the front of my shield. Kind of just goes together with everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Dude, my wife is making 7-layered dip
Why?
for New Year's. Because she wants to make her Aunt Patty's 7-layer dip. So she asked her Aunt Patty for the recipe, bought her the ingredients. The only thing we need to go pick up is, we're going to pick it up once you get off, is avocados. While we're there, we're going to get another can of refried beans and, what calls it? A disposable pan. I'm honestly excited to try it, because my wife has never made anything except macaroni and cheese. So this could be the start of my wife learning how to cook. Isn't that bad? It could be the start of you learning to cook.
I feel like you're asking me to left.
Yeah, I really am. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she did. But she loves me, so she won't. Is that right, baby? Baby? She's not answering me. I'm scared.
Are you
Tell me if I die.
about to die?
Tell me if I die. I was about to say if I die. Report it.
Honestly, first person I suspect every time in a murder is the spouse.
I mean, it's understandable. Because 9 times out of 10, it's either the spouse or the spouse hired someone to do it.
Saying I've been married for a while, I kind of figured this out. I'm convinced my wife's tried to poison me a few times. It's fine.
Well, I'm convinced my wife tried to poison me a few times too.
Joke's on her, I've been eating the defect for so long that it doesn't even matter anymore. The hell happened here? So many
Oh, these are the people we murdered.
bandits just died in the same spot.
Because we've killed them multiple times, and they still have not responded. And by the way, I want to point out, it's been long past 6 days. 7 days. They still have not responded. My wife threw a sock at me. I'm violated.
Was it a dirty sock?
Yes, it was a dirty sock.
Trying to use biological warfare. That is
Biological warfare.
That is.
It's a war crime.
Yep. It's a Geneva Convention. Look it up.
In the Geneva Convention, look it up, it's a war crime. That's biological warfare. You're trying to kill me with chemicals. And biohazards. Did you know that collective punishment is a war crime? or punishing someone for another person's wrongdoings is also a war crime because it's considered collective punishment. Do you know that?
Oh, so like the military's favorite blanket punishment.
Yeah, that's considered a war crime. You want to know why? You want to know why it's a war
Why
crime?
is that?
Because so many atrocities from the world wars have come from doing that. Take World War II, for example. The Germans killed 10,000 people for the deaths of 10 of their soldiers. And that's one of the top examples given. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, it makes sense. If that's the thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, I could understand why atrocities come of it. Because blanket punishments instill a disloyal, like, work environment, for lack of a better term. You're not going to want to follow somebody who's going to punish everyone for the wrongdoings of another person.
Oh.
Exactly. In fact, you're gonna want to do the opposite. You're gonna try to find every way you can to not listen to that person, just for the sheer fact of them doing that.
Please tell me you
That's
have some
bullshit.
travel rations.
Do you not have any travel rations?
I have 4.
Well, disconnect, go to your world, buy some, because I'm not traveling back to Berg.
Nope, that's fine. This is what I'll do. I'll drop mine to you. Then I'll disconnect, and then
Oh,
when
and
you
then
get to church
oh.
to me, I'll buy them there. Or once you get back in, I'll just rejoin.
We're not going to Sierra though. You have to go to the Conflicts Mountain. Just buy some when you're in your world. Go and buy some. Okay.
Okay. Here. There's
Just
4
drop
of
me
them.
3.
I got 4.
Yeah, I'll take 4.
I'm just dropping all of
Alright.
them.
Now get out of my game, you scumbag. Senor Smelly Buns, leave my world. And I lied, I had 2 on me apparently.
There you go. You got enough for
1.
the travel back.
Well, 1. No, I mean 1, because I have 5. I was an idiot. I thought you only gave me 3. I never claimed to be the smartest person in the bunch. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda dig that. I kinda dig it a lot. Nice. Flavorful. Alright, I'm back in
I'm gonna go buy some.
Personese.
I'm gonna go buy some rations if you wanna just keep moving.
Yeah, I'm moving. I
Then
need to go to the Blue Chamber Collective's entrance, by the way. Where that is, have no idea. But I'll fucking find it. Just gonna take a sip from each water pouch, so that way I'm no longer overweight. There we go. Oh, bandits, you say? Oh, also, using Infused Wind makes your skills attack faster, by the way. Motherfucker! Whee! Oh, that's amazing. This man has an antidote on him. This man also has an antidote on him, and a scavenger mask. Time to carry onward and forward. I guess you could say onward and outward.
outward and onward. Okay, come on. Go out and you go on.
Why do you always feel the need to correct me?
As you retarded. I got some.
My idiocy knows no bounds, man.
I got some bad news for you.
What?
There's not very many in my city right now. I managed to buy 5 travel rations.
Sleep 3 days. I'll wait.
Oh, never mind. Last guy had 13 on him. We're good.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we only need 3 for you, 3 for me. We only need 6.
Yeah, well,
Technically, I only need... You bought them all, didn't you?
yep. We'll use them.
I thought as much.
You act like we're not going to use them fast and in a hurry.
I mean, right now we're on the path to go, help Roland become a mage.
The best mage in the game. He bought them.
Essentially.
I actually have no idea. I'm just speculating. I feel like he's got just an untapped potential. I feel like he's going to be good. Or
You
he's,
never know.
or he's going to be terrible.
So, the pre-quest moments to boost Roland's confidence include before you leave Sierrazo, I already did that. During Mixed Legacies, I did that. And during Ash Giants, did that. Alright, finding Roland. Speaking with Riza, you find out that she's the leader of the Cryptia, a secret organization who harness ancestral memories to protect and govern the Blue Chamber. Riza will task you with finding and helping Roland, who is on the Conflicts Mountain, to gain mana. Head to the Conflicts Mountain in Tyrsanese and enter the Blue Chamber's complex path from the entrance. Take the first left, and then a left, and then a right, and then a left. To arrive in the room with a Mana Mantis. Defeat the Mana Mantis and speak to Roland, who will tell you to meet him at the Conflicts Chambers. Dialogue options here do not impact the outcome of Tyrsanese. Get! My god, get it out of here.
Get shit out of here.
Yeah, my wife came in here and tapped my shoulder to show me that she put an outfit on our cat.
Oh god. He's one of those people.
Exactly, that's what I said. I told her to get that shit out of here.
Wife wanted to get out the dogs, I was like, no.
Please tell me you took that off. Oh, I was about to say, that better not be that collar. Oh, hey, Mantis Shrimp. How you doing? Motherfucker. Yeet. He dead.
Yep.
Tony, did we do the good?
Did we do good?
I think we did the good.
I mean, we killed it without getting touched, right? We did good.
I mean, yeah, then we're good. I don't know where the Blue Chamber Collective... I guess we just search around the mountain until we find it? Question mark? I don't know. I think I know where it's at. I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. She took it off of her. Thank God.
I told my wife that animals have fur. They're meant to have clothes.
For a reason?
They learn to make it.
Yeah, right? Hey, bed. If a cat was meant to wear clothes, they'd make it themselves. They have fur for a reason. No? No? Am I wrong? Yeah, you fucking snap your fingers in the D for me. Yeah. How quaint. Totally haven't seen that one before. How original! I'm gonna die, Tony. Just know that I'll die. If I die, record it, please. If you don't see me on tomorrow, just know I died, okay? That's all I ask.
I'll wait 72 hours to give her some time to dispose of the body. Tell her the fuel,
No,
tell her
you
the fuel tank's on base, just gotta clean this to get a place to dump you.
You're such an asshole. But wouldn't I get sucked into the fucking thing?
Nope.
Thing? The thing? No?
Have you seen the inside of a tank before?
Yes, I have.
Alright, well, you see the low point down there, right? It's not very big. You're not
Mhm.
gonna get sucked in anywhere.
What about my head or a leg or a foot?
I mean, eventually they might find you, but by then the fuel will have destroyed any evidence of how you got there. Then they'll suspect somebody in POL because it's in a fuel tank, right? Not your wife.
The fact that you are telling me this and know this information is making me extremely uncomfortable. Hey,
I
babe,
used
just
to
know
do-
if you ever do kill me and you want to dispose of the body, take it to the fuel tanks on base and dump me there.
Open the top
It's
lid and
easily,
just-
you can easily, yeah, just open the top lid, dump me in. By the time they realize what's going, by the time they actually find my body, all the evidence of my death and how I got there would have been long forgotten. Because it'll just be bone.
and there's no
essentially.
cameras out there, so you know.
Hey, there's no cameras out there, so they'll have no record that you were ever even there. And the first people they're gonna suspect is the fuel people because, hey, the fuel tank, and I was in fuels. And I was found in a fuel tank. I'm giving you all the tools you need to go through with this.
I can tell her how to open the gate without a key too. So there's that.
She can tell you. Tony can also, if you ever need help too, just get in contact with Tony. Tony will be like, yeah, this is the gate combos. So if you ever plan on murdering me, that's how.
You don't even have to use gate combos there. There's a secret way to get in.
I've actually never been in the Blue Chamber path before. This is really weird. This is new to me. There's dead bodies up here. I don't know how I feel about that.
There's mountain guards here too.
Weird.
Alright, there's nothing in here.
Alright, continue on. Oh, okay, wait. Okay. From the entrance, take the first left, and then left, right, and right. Take the first left.
Left, right, left.
Left, right, right. Or left, right, yeah. First left, then right, and right. Yep, there's the mantis shrimp. Found it.
You
Tony,
find rolling.
found it. He's after we kill. He's there after we kill this one. Kill this one first. You mantis, bro. Get on the ground. Ow. This fucking cunt hurts, by the way. Where'd my bag go?
Oh, apparently I picked it up when I dropped mine at the same time. Right here.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know how that
I
happened.
was like, did my bag literally just disappear? This fucking sucks.
Like, I dropped it and then apparently picked it up. Like, I dropped mine and picked yours up at the same time, apparently.
Alright, so we killed the mantis shrimp. Yep, here he is. Found him. Alright, so here's Roland. Alright, find Roland. Okay. Defeat the mantis shrimp, speak to Roland, who will tell you to meet him at the complex chambers. The dialogue options here do not impact the outcome.
Oh, what?
Cool. Injured. Oh, Atraxa. That was you who saved me? Thank you. I really owe you one. Actually, you owe us about 15, but hey, who's counting? That rock mantis really had me. You're injured. Hang on, let me pass
I
the
don't really need it.
Pass the bandages on me. I can handle it myself. You keep going. Whoa. I'm going with you. Alright. Whoa. I'm going with you. I don't want to have to bail you out again.
No way.
No. If I'm going to do this, I need to try and make it on my own. Give me a few minutes head start to get to the heart of the mountain, alright? Alright. Now we need to find Roland at the peak of the complex chambers near the ley line. Alright, so now we just wander around, try to find our exit.
Well, there's a truck down this way.
Yeah, I'm not about to go fight a Trog, but sure, you're already heading down there, might as well.
I died. Whatever way he went, it got closed. On a medium ruby though. For later.
Hey, nice.
Oh no, the Trog was that way. He's right there actually, I can see his spirit.
I feel like we follow the banners.
That makes sense.
Fuck you, motherfucker! Get on the ground! Okay, the banners end here. Going this way.
That goes down, so probably not that way.
Nope.
All three of these ones go down. You left your way?
I'm currently poisoned and in combat. Killed him. You have an antidote on you?
Yep.
Give it to me, please. Thank you.
All Sapphire.
It wasn't that way. Hello, Trogman. Hey, you wanna go, bitch? Dead. Continue this way, I guess. Okay, found a junk file. Before you say anything, no, I don't care about 2 turnips.
I figured you already looked.
Plenty. Yeah, I have plenty. Okay, I honestly have no idea where I'm going. Oh, hey. Bastard. Yeah, this looks the way to go. Yep, here's the banner. What? Oh, move, Tony. What the?
I have an idea.
What? What is your idea?
There's another way down. There's 3 other ways down over here.
What? This is right on the other side of it. Yep. There's also a chest right here. Conflux chambers? Conflux chambers! Fuck yeah, dude. I'm amazed. Was there anything good in the chest?
Just a potion. Like a worm potion, a life potion. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. Alright, Conflux chambers. Alright, he'll be at the peak of the conflict's chambers near the Leyland. Hey, stores a fair amount of stamina and a large amount of health. I'll take that. Here we are, man. Ley line. Oh shit, this man's all tuckered out.
Oh, Hilat's name. Everything hurts. Everything hurts.
I had no idea the mana ritual was so painful. Roland, exactly how much of your life did you sacrifice to tap into the
I
ley
wanted
line's
as much
mana?
mana as I could take.
I don't know, I just kept pouring my life into the ley line as much as I could bear. I wanted as much mana as I could take. You must have gained a ton of magical power.
With this,
How does it feel?
I can actually reshape my future.
I feel worn and empty, but also full of power. For the first time in my life, I can actually
Nice.
reshape my future. I'm able to use magic. See this sword? I made it myself out of my own mana. I can make a blade whenever I need one. A sword made of mana? It's kind of impressive for a new mage. You know how to use it? It might be made of mana, but it's still a sword. Pointy end goes into the bad guys. How hard can it be to use?
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Oh, we're back in here in Juice There's somewhere I want to go. I feel better if you
There's
came
this
along.
cave on the beach near Cierzo.
Ethan and I went to the Starfish Cave on the beach. I lost something there. And that belonged to my father. Sure, why not? It's not that
Oh,
far away.
thank you.
It means a lot to me. The cave I'm talking about is the one right near Sears' back door on the beach. The tunnel from the storage tunnel goes. Tunnel from the storage tunnel comes out. Easy. This will put us right there.
Yep.
Alright, let's go. It's almost too easy.
You're like, cool, we're gonna end up on the beach taking this exit anyways. Yep, let's go do it.
Yeah, right? Fucking detour. This isn't a detour. This is literally the path that we were gonna take anyway.
Yep.
But here's the tricky thing. So this cave, you can only enter this cave at the low tide. If you know low tide, high tide, which actually makes sense.
Yep.
This game has real world logic in it, which is kind of cool. I think that's fascinating. A game that was only 8 gigabytes has this kind of mechanic. Not even fucking 110 megabit games that you download have that kind of mechanic. Yeah, we have
I feel
high
like-
tide, low tide.
I feel like
You
it's
can't
not
enter
a
this
hard
place
mechanic
if
to
it's
add.
the high tide.
I feel like it's not a hard mechanic to add. It's just a bunch. It's just people overthink that mechanic in general. I think it's a waste of time.
But it's a super cool mechanic to have, though.
I,
It makes the world that much more immersive.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying a lot of other developers are just like, who cares? No one will complain about it.
Yeah, no. If you have high tide, low tide shit in your game, especially in a game that has to do with beaches and shit, you have like a cave on the ocean, like, hey, you can't go to the lower parts of this cave because it's the high tide, and you'll drown. It actually makes sense. That's one of the few things in this game that actually makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of shit in this game that actually makes sense, like having to drink water, having to eat food, sleep. The corruption part, not really, but it's mostly like radiation. So kind of. Once you hit a certain point in radiation, you die.
Yep.
You hit a certain point in corruption, you die. And when you hit 90%, 50% of your health is gone. After you hit 100%, you do 50% of your health as damage as an AoE bomb. And you kill yourself. Because it also hurts you as well. So eventually it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, not really. Oh man, it's just weird. The small things that really make the game more immersive, in my opinion.
Hey, I found a cooking pot for us.
Well, I don't need one. If I need one, I'll just go to Cierzo.
Well, I have one now, because I found one in a hollow log, and I have the storage capacity for it.
Yeah, Mr. 110 carry capacity. Shut the fuck up. Oh hey, there's the Holy Mission entrance over there. The Holy Mission flags. Is that Cutthroat? Is that the Cutthroat? It is. He hasn't respawned. Nothing has respawned yet. This is making me slightly unnerved a little, you know?
I'm waiting for the game to be like, oh hey, we haven't respawned in 3 weeks, here's 3 weeks worth of enemies respawn, good luck.
You're right. Good luck dealing with this, motherfuckers.
Oh, instead of 2 bandits, there's 6 in one spot now, good luck.
Instead of fucking instead of 1 2 Rudolphs on your way to Berg, there's now 6. Enjoy. Instead of 1 Probert Cutthroat, we're putting 3 in this area. Have fun, motherfuckers. Enjoy that pain. Jesus, man. This is almost too much. Hey, and we're right at night too, so we're at the low tide. How coincidental is that? I honestly thought it was starting to turn daytime. Not gonna lie. Ah, fucking hyenas. Gonna kill him. Here, motherfucker.
I thought you said you were gonna kill them.
I did kill them. I flash onslaughted both of them.
Oh, did you?
You only did half their health. Yeah, I did. I flash onslaughted both of them.
I was gonna say I used both my moves. Or I was using another move right.
I'm gonna give you a fair warning. This is something that I learned. So using these skills, you won't consume the boon unless you use Flash Onslaught and Feral Strikes. So if you're in a prolonged fight, it's best to use Predator Leap and Perfect Strike. So that way you don't consume the boon, and you still keep. And since you didn't consume it, you still have the effects of the boon.
Yep.
You know, like increased damage and increased impact. So if you're in a prolonged fight, it's definitely more beneficial to just wait the cooldown out. That's why I tell you to use Infused Wind when you're fighting. That's why you see me use it all the time. I'll only use Flash Onslaught if it'll end a fight with a bunch of group of enemies immediately. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to be caught with my pants down and only having 20 damage and swinging slow as shit. Alright, so if I know my path, the cave should be slightly to our north-ish. Should see it on the pathway there. Tony, go collect the blue sand. Tell me how many you get. You're faster than me anyway.
Get 1 blue sand.
No. Unlucky. Yeah, there it is. I see it. It's slightly to our northeast.
They should have a survival skill where like more resources.
Right? That'd be very useful. Dude, I bought some sushi. I'm so happy I did too. It's been so long since I've had sushi.
I remember when you first got to Nebraska, that's like all you ate was sushi like every day for lunch.
Yeah, when I first got to Nebraska, that's all I ate for the longest time, because I just got back from South Korea, so I was in that, you know, like, Asian food binge. Nothing else tasted normal to me. I had to wane myself back onto BK and bullshit like that. Because most Korean food isn't
It has
really
like,
salty.
it's like no salt
It's
or
not
curry.
salty. Yeah. But it's stupid good, though. You don't need salt to make it good. I mean, obviously, if you put a little salt in it, it's going to taste better. But you can eat anything there without salt. The only thing that sucks is I have built up a serious capsaicin tolerance. Because South Korea food is like the Mexican of Asian food. Everything they have is spicy. If you go to a restaurant, you will see that 3/4 of the menu will all have a pepper next to it. Whereas the other 1/4 is basically everything that you see on the menu, just no spice
Without
added
it.
to it. Yep. And if you get the no hot fucking foods, they don't taste good. It just doesn't taste good. If you get the hot food, oh my god, not only does it burn the fuck out of your mouth, but ooh, it tastes so good. It's ridiculous. Alright, so now that we're here, we'll find Roland and a mantis shrimp in the cave. Defeat the mantis shrimp and talk to Roland. Oh, Mr. Rollman, where are you at? Go get that blue sand.
Are you under here? Oh, okay.
Oh! Ow! You fucking cunt.
Ow!
Fuck this man, dude.
First, get in the junk pile.
Hey, there's Firestones. Don't you dare talk bad about my Firestones.
Oh, I figured you didn't need those anymore.
Oh, I still use them. Hey, Roland. What's up, man?
How you always get stuck down here with Mantis?
I've made a terrible mistake.
I gave up so much of my life to the ley line that my body is as frail as a spider web. I'll never shake this blood price. I'll never amount to anything. Roland, put your chin up. There's always hope.
Oh,
You got it.
right. Hope.
A little carrot you dangle in front of a horse to keep it going. Life's already beaten me with the damn stick. Why should I care about a stupid carrot? So, what was it you were looking for? My dad's old compass. Ethan and I took it when we were kids to run around outside. You can imagine how that ended up. Stupid shrimp would have killed us if it wasn't for that old gate warden saving us. It's all I have left to remember my dad by. I see why you'd want to come back for it.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for helping me find it again, Tractor. I won't
I'll
forget
see
that.
you back in Berg.
Going to report to Gabriella once I've caught my breath. I'll see you back in Berg. Two astral potions and 2 term potages. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Thanks, bro. A fucking saint scholar, you? Give me that term potage. Nom 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 nom. Alright, cool. So what, you're just gonna leave me down here by myself?
I mean, I checked to see if there's anything else. I scavenged the cave. There's nothing useful. Let's move on with our lives.
Yep, now we just need to go back to Berg.
To the Berg.
Yep. So I don't know how you're gonna feel about this one. We'll have enough time to get to Berg. Once we get to Berg, you'll probably have to get off.
Yep.
And you won't be on again. Well, when will you next be on? Tomorrow at like fucking 7 p.m.
Yeah, probably, because I get off work at like 6 in the morning, so I probably won't be home till 7-ish. That's if
Okay.
everything goes as planned. It'll be a
And
rough
let's
night.
be honest, as an MTL, nothing ever really goes as planned.
Yep.
Gotta make sure people aren't having sex in their rooms
I
over New
mean,
Year's, making New Year's babies.
I don't care. I'm not the roommate.
Perfect
I don't
staff
care.
sergeant. Although to say perfect staff sergeant response, I don't care. You want to have sex, fucking do it. I don't care.
Just know child support's a bitch.
You just know that child support's a fucking bitch. That ain't no lie.
Oh god, it's told
I
us that.
predict that at least 5 people in your squadron will get pregnant over New Year's. At least 5.
I don't
But
care.
here's the kicker: they won't even know they're pregnant until their next base.
Depends on when they got here.
True that.
A lot of these courses are like 3 to 6 months.
Jesus.
Like, just their fundamental training is 30 class days.
Like our fucking tech school is long as shit, is short as shit.
Yeah, so,
Like, we-
yeah, just... Yeah. If they don't have follow-on training, they're usually only here... A lot of the aircraft are only here for, like, 3 months. Then there's the
Oh, 3
occasional...
months. That's it.
Yeah, then there's some that have their fundamentals. Like, some of them only have 2 fundamentals and they're gone. But some of them have their fundamentals and their actual aircraft tech school here.
So that'll take like 6 to like 7 months, right?
Yep, those are the longer ones. And that's if they pass everything. I'm just telling you, crew chiefs are dumb. I've never seen so many freaking washouts in a class. Ridiculous.
Yeah, dude.
Like, did you have anybody?
We work in POL. We fucking know that crew chiefs are retarded.
Right, did you have anybody wash out of your tech school class?
Yeah.
For academic reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like every class has
real-
at least 2 of them.
Oh my god, this pissed me, man. Okay, so you know how you get an ace, right? In fucking tech school, in our tech school?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Did you ever do that? Okay. So I had Tech Sergeant Wathen as my instructor. And in order to get an ace in his class, he had to go a perfect streak. I'm talking tests, guides, everything. You had to be stellar in everything. And fucking, so me and this kid, okay, so a lot of people, like, I literally looked at him and I was like, I'm gonna be an ace. And he just looked at me and laughed. And everyone else in my class laughed. Guess who went the longest without failing anything? Anything. And I'm not talking fail. I'm talking getting 100% on everything. Guess who went the longest?
I'm gonna assume you.
Yeah. What it came down to is that we were in the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, man, the last 2 weeks, me and this kid were just neck and neck passing everything. And then he failed the next test, the next day. And I was like, oh shit, that only leaves me and we only have a week and a half left. Okay. And I kept going. I made it to 5 days. I made it to 5 days. 5 days left. That's all I had to do. I failed. Well, I didn't fail. I missed one question. One! And Sergeant Watson was sitting there looking at me, like, with his look, and he was like, I'm just like, what? He's like, Adams, what is this and this and this? And I was like, and I gave him the answer, and he was like, well, and he hands me his my paper back, and I was like, son of a bitch! He's like, what, did you just fall asleep on me or something? I was like, I was 100% rooting for you there. I was like, I mean, you could just, you know, erase it because I gave you the right answer. I just gave it to you. He's like, that'd be too nice of me. You know I'm not that nice. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Makes you feel any better? I literally missed one question on every single thing we had. Like,
oh, that sucks.
every block test, everything, I missed one question every time.
Okay, but what really pissed me and this other kid off that we're going like back to back, like the whole fucking month that we were there, down to the last 2 weeks that we were there, fucking the class next to us, this man apparently got an A. And we all sat, me and this kid sat there and looked at each other, and then we looked at Sergeant Watson and he just shook his head no. And then once the whole ceremony was done, he was like, yeah, he didn't get an A. Like, he didn't get the actual ace. Like, he only passed 100% on his tests. And me and this kid did it too. We got 100% on all our tests.
Yep.
100%.
We had
All
a
our
kid
tests.
that was 100%ing all the way to the last test, and the last test he stopped caring and got like a... What was it? He missed... Basically, our point scores average out to the same, but they gave him, like, you know, the best in the class or whatever there is to him because he had 300s. So, like, I only missed one question at every test, so our percentages added up to be the same for 12 points.
Nice.
But they gave it to him because he had 300s. I'm like, yeah, but...
Yeah, I had 100. I had 100s on all my tests.
I was like, yeah,
The only things that I didn't have 100s on were the guides that Sergeant Watson gave us.
I was like, yeah, but...
They were like short tests.
My 96% in every single thing, for every test or whatever one question percentage is. I forget how long these tests were. That was me.
I think the end of course test that he gives you is like 65 or something like that. 65 questions. Because I believe it's half of all the tests combined. And the first three tests you get only have like 30 questions. It's like 45 questions, something like that.
Yeah.
It's not many. It's not a whole lot.
I think it's 50. I think it's 50 for all of them, and the last one's like 100 questions.
Is it? They must have changed it then, because when I was in tech school, I don't think it was 100. I think it was less than that.
But
Like 99% certain it was less than that.
it's something like that, what I'm getting at, and then,
Yeah, I gotcha.
yeah, but I only missed one question every test, and this motherfucker, like, damn near failed the last test, so our percentages ended up being the same. Like, my class was dumb, like, most people were getting, like, I don't know, like, 80, like, we'll say 85% on every single test. And me and him were
It
the
was
ones
just
that...
yeah, it was mostly just hilarious to me that fucking when I said I was gonna get an ace, that everyone in my class just laughed at me. I was like, I'll fucking prove it to you. I'm great at fucking taking tests. You slap a multiple choice test in front of me, I guarantee you I'll get 100 on it easily.
I'm great at not
'Cause I may not
studying
be able to.
and still passing
Oh,
stuff.
like, same. Like that's me to a T. Like I retain the knowledge, but if you beat a dead horse that already is retained, if you beat a horse that already knows a trick for knowing the trick, the horse is eventually gonna not know what the fuck is going on, right? What am I doing wrong? I did the trick right. You wanted me to stand on my hind legs, I stood on my hind legs, and now you're beating me for it? Yeah, no, that's not how my brain works. That's me. If you teach me how to do something, I will know how to do it right off the bat. And I'll do it perfect. But if you keep telling me that I did not do it right, even though I did, or like, for example, like a study guide. If I keep looking at a study guide, I'm just gonna get dumber and dumber the more I look at it. I really will. If I look at a question and I answer it right the first time, my brain will automatically just retain that. Hey, this is something I need to know. This is gonna be future reference, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if after I do that, somebody gives me a study guide and says, now you need to do this, my brain's just gonna be like, okay, but I already know all this. Can I just take the test? Like, if I do this, I'm gonna get dumber. And that's sort of what was happening at the ass end of that. Like, I was really trying. Like, I have never tried for study guides before. Never in my life. But I wanted to prove Sergeant Wathan wrong so bad. Like, it was just in my brain. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna prove this motherfucker that I'm actually great at taking tests and doing study guides. I'm great at taking tests, but I'm shitty at study guides, but I will prove that I'm good at study guides. And I fucking did it, and then I botched the fucking, like, third to last one. It pissed me off so bad. Oh shit, I need, one travel ration. Shit pissed me off, man. I was so mad at myself. And it was hilarious too, because at the end of that, the whole class that was like laughing at me saying that I was doing that was actually like rooting for me. It's like, yeah, I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
My
And like
class
the
was
moment
annoyed.
he told me that I missed a question, everyone in my class just looked at me. I was like, no fucking way. You're lying. He's like, nope.
My
And it was a
class
question
was-
I just asked you.
My class was annoyed because we had the mandatory study stuff, and I just would sit there and be like, cool, you guys have fun. I'm here.
Yeah, no. So we had mandatory study, but all of us agreed we're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
it
had
helps nobody.
to have a sign-in sheet back in the day.
Yeah, our fucking class rep was the one that did the sign-in sheet, and it was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna just all I require you to do, sign the fucking paper, go back to your room, do whatever you want. Don't care.
Ours required us to have an hour at a time sitting there. An hour is a class study once a week.
Yeah, no. We just all we had was a sign-in sheet. Just sign this saying, hey, we studied for an hour. Cool. Because I don't know why Sergeant Wathan just trusted this man like to the T, and I was like, okay. He was like, okay. When the first study session that we walked in for, he was like, yeah, I don't care if you guys fucking stay here for an hour. I'm not gonna make you do it because I have better shit that I need to do. I was like, cool. I have video games to go play. Oh shit! Why is it cold in Berg? I don't understand, man. It says fresh. Well, fresh. I mean, fresh could mean cold, but again, man, like why?
It's weird because it's not even cold. It doesn't even look cold outside. The sun's out. It's like
Yeah, like when it's usually when it's fresh here in Mercer, usually you'll see like fog coming out of the ground, and that's how you know it's cold. If there's no fog coming out of the ground, it's usually not cold. So strange, man. I don't get it. Don't understand. But yeah, man, it's been a while since I had sushi, and I was really happy. Because I got some. I really wanted some super bad.
I don't understand how your character moves so fast with all this gear on.
The character's not even moving that fast, he's moving really slow.
Yeah, but mine is pulling away from my character in the same gear.
Okay, my character has a minus 23% movement speed. What is yours?
Hold on, let me put the helmet back on and I'll tell you.
I mean, if you
Minus-
do auto run and then
Minus
Again, Jet.
37.
you have minus 37. I think I know why.
But
Because you're not taking into account that, for one, you have a carry bag that holds 40 more pounds than my character. And on top of that, you also are carrying a shield. I'm only carrying a claymore. Your claymore, or my claymore, collectively weighs less than your shield. And sword. Like, mine only weighs 9 pounds. You're carrying a sword that weighs 6 pounds, and a shield that weighs 8.
I put the shield
Something
away.
like that.
Shield away. Still not moving any faster.
Check the movement stat. While you're auto running, just back button and hit RB1.
Now it's minus 38.
It must be your bag then. It has to be your bag.
Yeah,
It has to be
it has
your
to
bag.
be. I think it has to.
It literally has to. Yeah, there's no other. If the shield didn't do it, then yeah, it's just your bag. The fact that you just have a bigger bag.
The shield literally made me slower. Like putting it away made me run slower than having it out at 1%.
Man, I don't know. Maybe you should invest in a lighter backpack. I really just want the Bozu hide backpack. So that way I never have to take off my bag in a fight. Literally the only reason why I want that. And its carry capacity is the same as the one I have on right now. I want it so bad. I need to figure out how to make a scaled leather satchel, and then I need to upgrade that with Bozu hide. God, I can't wait. I just need Bozu hides, man. All I need. Yeah, now I gotta talk to Gabriella in the city of Berg inside of Enmerker Forest. You wanna know what's cool after this? After we talk to this bitch? And when you get back and play again tomorrow? We get to go kill a rare type of scourge. You wanna know what kind of scourge we're gonna go fight?
What is that?
You have 3 that you can choose from. You can only choose one. You have the Horror, or the Illuminator, and you have the Immaculate. Which one do you think we're gonna go fight?
Immaculate?
It's a rare variant of that. Fuck no. Thank God it's not that. If it was the Immaculate, yeah, we would be fucked. This one's a rare type of green horror. I bet you can't guess what kind. Bet you can't guess what kind of damage it does.
I have a few guesses. I'm gonna throw out some trash ones first. It's gonna be a fire horror. No, lightning horror. Oh wait, maybe frost?
Green.
Maybe frost?
God, I hate you.
Oh, you mean the poison damage? Oh, okay.
I absolutely hate you.
I told you I was gonna
I
throw out
just
a few
want that
trash
to
ones
be
first. I knew I was wrong the first few guesses. I don't know what confused you. I said there's a few trash guesses coming real quick.
I honestly did not hear the trash guesses part.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It totally just went. I thought like part of me heard rash, like rational guesses. That's why I got confused.
Oh,
'Cause
okay,
I thought you
gotcha.
were just shortening rational. I thought you were
Gotcha.
just shortening rational into rash. So I was
Gotcha.
like, okay. What are these rational guesses that you're gonna throw out? And
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
I knew exactly what it was when
fire.
it was green.
No, I was like, what the fuck? I just said it was green. No, maybe frost? Lightning. Yeah, that's the one.
You know what?
It threw my head for a
I
loop.
forgot a few ones. Alright. There's decay damage? No, not that one. I mean, it
that's-
probably does corruption damage,
Decay-
honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say. The normal horrors do corruption damage. So that actually makes sense. But no.
What's the other one?
I'm talking about a more potent version of that.
What's the type of damage the ghosts do?
spiritual?
Yeah. Yeah. That one.
Alright. You can dip out now.
Alright.
It's 3:57.
I'm gonna sell a couple things to
This
person real
worries
quick, and
me.
I'm gonna dip out.
Okay.
Mainly just this,
So we'll pick this up again.
mainly just this axe, honestly.
Able to get back on.
Okay.
So let me know when you're gonna hop on, okay?
Yeah, I'll shoot you a message. I don't know for sure what time. It'll probably be tomorrow night. I'm gonna sleep most of the day away, probably.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable. Alright, you have a good one, man.
Yeah, see you, bro.
It was nice playing with you. Alright, thanks for coming out and watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow if you haven't already. And we'll be... So this stream was cut a little early because he's got a 12-hour shift, night shift to do. So, but we'll be playing it again tomorrow. So don't forget to check back for when I do.